Grand Rising, everyone. Happy Gemini full moon. I hope you're all doing well in these energies. They can move quite quick with this Gemini energy attached to this full moon. Gemini is considered the quicksilver astrological sign because it is so swift and so fast to keep up with sometimes. And to my Geminis watching who might be experiencing this full moon a little bit more heavy than those of us that don't have very many placements or any placements in the Gemini, just know that I'm hearing it's okay for you to slow down. And my Geminis, you are such projections of confidence and ability and power and capability for those surrounding you. And that energy in which you reflect outward is also for you to take inward as well. As within, so without. And that phrase, that as within, so without, is so poignant to this energy of the Gemini, because Gemini is the twin sign. It is the sign of the two sides. And it's not just like this card here. It's one of the cards that came up, and it's actually the Moonology card for the Gemini full moon, and it says, embrace the flow of life. So I'm getting this image right now that if you feel like you're in this rapid river flowing down life and you need to, and you're kind of, what I'm seeing is this river just rushing through, and us sitting on the edge of this riverbank with our feet kind of in it, being like, I don't know, this is flowing pretty quickly right now. I don't know if I can keep up with this speed, this intensity. I'm hearing there is no keeping up with it. You're in the flow of it. Just let it take you. Let it embrace you. And this card also came up for me not only because it's Gemini and it's full moon, but because of the twin symbolism of Gemini. And Gemini is twins not because one is evil, one is good, one is yin, one is yang, but because of the as within, so without, because of the as above, so below. Gemini is the sign of reflection. And we have so many reflections in our lives that we interact with, that we experience every single day, every single moment. The other people, beings that we interact with, that we're connected to, whether it's as deeply as the twin connection or even just an acquaintance, are reflections for us. What are they showing you is asking Source. Source is asking, I should say. And along with that reflective energy, our bodies are a reflection, our environment is a reflection, and it just goes on and on and on. And so what is being reflected back to you? What reflection are you facing right now is something that Source is asking all of us. And just to go with the flow and embrace the flow of life, whether it's just a trickle right now or whether it's a raging river. Let that flow embrace you. There is no trying to keep up with it. When it is embracing, you are in its embrace, you are in its flow. And the other message or card that came up for this full moon in Gemini was the Reassess card. And on the back of this card, it says, you have the right to change your mind. And Gemini is an air sign. And a Gemini is also, with it being an air sign, it is very much connected to the mind, to how we think, how we perceive our life, how we perceive the things that are in our life, and how we perceive our actions in our life. And with this Reassess card of having the right to change your mind, the other message that came up that I needed to share with you guys is that with the ability to reassess and to be aware of the reflections happening for us and around us, we have the power and the ability in really fast acting ways right now, I'm hearing, to flip that script for ourselves. So if there's something you need to reassess that is being reflected to you, personally, recently I was very sick for 2 weeks with a really nasty stomach bug, and I couldn't eat or drink anything for 2 weeks. And in that time, I had the opportunity to see the reflection of what my body was showing me as, hello, please listen to me, I am here for you. And I had the option to reassess how I feel connected to my body and flip that script. And the other analogy I have for this is every video I've been filming recently, including this one you're seeing now, I am filming it with my front-facing camera. And when you film with your front-facing camera, say that 10 times fast, then everything is reversed. So this image that I'm seeing right now is reversed. And before I post this onto YouTube for all of you lovely humans and beings and souls to connect with, I go into the editing options and I literally flip the script. I flip the view. I flip the perspective. So it is the right perspective. It is fully aligned as opposed to backwards. So we have this opportunity right now with this Gemini full moon, with the intensity, the clarity, the quicksilver energy of Gemini, the reflective properties of Gemini, to embrace the flow of life in a very full way, I'm hearing, with this full moon, and to really tune in to the personal authority of having the right, not the coincidence, not the option, but the right to change your mind, to change your perception, to change the way you think or perceive yourself in your life, the way you perceive your relationships to those in your life, to your house, to your surroundings, to everything. We have this power, this potential with this full moon in Gemini to really connect inward to ourselves so that that reflection outward can match who we want to be and the life that we want to have. And with that, it also gives us the power and the potential and the right to bring that back into alignment. When you feel a dissonance like this character on this card is, it means that something isn't feeling aligned for you. Something feels off. Something isn't connecting for you right now. And every time, any time that happens in your life, it is an opportunity to reassess yourself, reassess your relationships, reassess your environment, reassess your emotions, your feelings, and to bring it back into alignment. I also want to pull another self-care card quickly, just to give us some other self-care to focus on, to help us embrace this flow, whether it's fast or slow, rhyme, and to help us with this reassessment and realignment that this full moon, this very reflective, self-reflective full moon is showing us. So what self-care can we utilize to help us with this self-reflective Gemini full moon? Ooh, the card on top here we have is to reassess how much we value ourselves and how much we value what we want in our lives. Do you feel like you're worthy of this entire cake, this beautiful heart-shaped cake of self-worth? Or do you feel like you're only worthy of maybe one of the little decorations or a little dollop of whipped cream on it? The truth is that why settle for crumbs when you deserve the full meal? Reassess how worthy you feel. You get to change your mind with this full moon about how worthy you feel, how enough you feel, how confident you feel. If you've been struggling with not enoughness or self-worth or self-confidence or self-love, this Gemini full moon is giving you the opportunity to reassess your self-worth and how you feel about yourself. And to know and to change, to flip that script about deserving the full meal or only taking a crumb, when you deserve and are worthy of the entire cake, the entirety of everything. I'm hearing you're worthy of the entire potential of what you want for yourself. You are worthy of the entire potential of what you want for yourself. And when we can tune into that and embrace that, then that's when it will be reflected outward in our life physically. I'm also going to pull one of these cards. This is a light language oracle deck. Let's see. This is the light that's shining for all of us with this reflective Gemini full moon. What light, guiding light, is shining with this beautiful, bright, full moon today? I'm feeling this card right here. It was kind of peeking out. We have sensitivity. Look at that. This beautiful rose is almost glowing like this full moon. So if you're Gemini, if you're not Gemini, if you feel like maybe tapping into your worthiness and how worthy you feel of achieving your dreams, of reaching for what you want, maybe that makes you feel sensitive. Maybe that makes you feel like my heart's almost fluttering energetically thinking of it. And your sensitivity, your heart, your empathy, your emotions, your feelings are a gift, and they are a blessing, because that is how we connect inward to ourselves, to heal and to shift and to flip that script. But it's also through this beautiful love and sensitivity in our heart and in our soul that we connect to the reflection of God or universe or source in our lives, and how that divine cosmic energy manifests in our life. So embrace your sensitivity. I'm hearing it's also interesting because in tarot, the major arcana connected to Gemini is the Lovers, and that is a card not just about love and sensitivity, but about union and attraction and polarity. And when we feel worthy and we have that magnetized, then that type of energy magnetizes and attracts to us. We start seeing more, feeling more, connecting more, having more show up, because we know we're worthy of all of it. Whereas if we feel like we aren't, then we have less show up, because the crumb will show up because that's all we feel we're worth. And the Lovers card in tarot is card number 6, and we have a 15 on the bottom of this sensitivity card, and 15 in numerology is 6, and 6 in numerology is the energy of energy returning to us, being achieved for us, through us, reflected back to us. So know that this is all possible for you with this full moon. This is what Source wants you to know about this full moon. If you're having maybe some darker things, more painful things, trauma being reflected back to you, it's because this sensitivity that you're feeling is that beacon, that light to help you reconnect it, to help you come back into alignment for your own highest good and your own growth and your own achievement of everything that is possible. And I feel like pulling one more card, so I'm just going to do that. And it's from this deck I have here that I use to show you what you're manifesting in this you're manifesting things for yourself on a positive level subconsciously, whether you know it or not. Probably not if it's subconscious, but you're manifesting positive things with this Gemini full moon and what is being reflected back to you. And this card wanted to fly out, so we will accept it. And this card will show you what you're positively manifesting for yourself on a subconscious thought level, I'm hearing. And with the words on the bottom of this card, you will be able to manifest that more consciously as an affirmation. And we have psychic protection coming through for us right now. And the affirmation on the bottom of this card says, around me now, a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. Look at this. Around me now, a shield of gold. A shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. So, and we also have 40 on the top of this card, which is a number of stability and strength and solidarity, I'm hearing coming through really loud, and of balance. And when we can have the awareness that we have the right to reassess our lives, reassess our thoughts, reassess our emotions, reassess anything we want in our reality to bring it back into alignment, then things come through really strong, and you're being protected through these energies, being protected through the ups and downs, through the little trickle that you're being asked to embrace, or the rushing rapids that you're being asked to embrace. You are being protected through all of it, through this process of reassessment, of flipping your personal script, and through this reconnecting with your worthiness and how much I'm just hearing right now, it's like, with how much you are enough, because you are far, 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 far more enough than maybe you are perceiving right now. And Source wants you to know that. I want you to know that you have the right to change your mind. You have the right to flip your script. You have the right to go with the flow and embrace it. And you don't need to try to keep up with it, because there's no needing to try to keep up with it when you're in the flow of it, and that you're so fully worthy of everything you want and all the dreams that you have in your life. You are worthy of them all. Yes, says Source. Embrace your beautiful sensitivity. Know that you're being divinely protected right now through these energies. Embrace the flow of whatever speed of life is happening for you right now. And I'm hearing the last message is to come back into unity with yourself. And with that, I will leave you with this beautiful energy of love, of healing, of light. Yokanya Vastan, Ikon, little light blessing for you there. And I will see you all later. Blessings and namaste. Bye, everyone.